Welcome back, passengers. This is Dom, your comic tour guide, and I got one more backstory regarding the Marvel Zombies before we tackle the main event proper. And the story unfolds in the pages of Marvel Zombies Dead Days #1. It began with a flash in the sky and a ripple through the clouds. The hunger had arrived, and once it did, it spread fast, devouring everything in its path until the heroes of Earth were gone, replaced by monsters driven only by their craving for human flesh. This isn't the world of Earth's mightiest. This is the world of Marvel Zombies. Our story opens with a frantic Spider-Man racing home to his Aunt May and his wife Mary Jane. Panic fills his voice as he explains the chaos overtaking the city and confesses that even he was bitten by Colonel America. As the infection spreads quickly, Peter collapses in agony as the hunger takes hold, transforming him into one of the undead. Moments later, he lunges for Mary Jane, devouring her before crying out for Aunt May to lock herself away. Meanwhile, across the globe, zombie Avengers continue to tear through humanity. But above Earth, Magneto watches from Asteroid M, weighed down by the guilt over a decision that may have unleashed this nightmare to begin with. Determined to make things right, he decides to descend to Earth to save as many lives as he can, mutant and human alike. Back in the city, Nova stumbles across Spider-Man, now fully turned and feasting on what's with Aunt May, and then attacks Nova, ready to bite down on him until Daredevil intervenes, urging Nova to finish the job before he's infected too. Elsewhere, the zombie Avengers momentarily regain their senses after feeding. For a brief moment, they think they can fix this, but the hunger returns stronger than ever. They decide to regroup at Avengers Mansion to plan their next move. Over by the Xavier Institute, the X-Men battle a newly zombified Alpha Flight. Storm grimly reveals that Professor X has already fallen. The fight ends when Magneto lands, shredding the attackers with metal shards. His message is clear: kill or be killed. Giant Man and Black Panther traverse through New York City in search for a cure. The hope dies fast when T'Challa realizes that Pym's been infected too. Before he can react, Pym knocks him unconscious, planning to keep the Wakandan king alive, as food for later. At the Baxter Building, the Fantastic Four aren't faring any better, as their children, Franklin and Valeria Richards, are devoured by a zombified She-Hulk who broke in using her old team's access codes. In rage and grief, Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, crushes her former teammate's head, but even then there's little time to mourn, as Nick Fury sends a transmission that cuts through the chaos. We later see Nova join forces with Thor, and the two struggle to hold their ground against the ever-growing wave of the undead. Just when they're outnumbered, the Fantastic Four swoop in, guiding them back to the S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, where Director Nick Fury is assembling the last resistance.